Hey guys, it's RagingRaptor here, and today I want to give you a brief update about individual missions for the StuG IV, as well as the stats and my thoughts about the StuG IV. So basically the StuG IV is the first of the 4 reward tanks which you need to unlock to get the other 3 tanks. But let's see what missions we have for that tank. And yes, let me see. At the moment we know that several missions are for an LT branch, for a medium branch, for a heavy branch, for artillery branch, and for a TD branch. So the first mission for the light tank is to be in the top 10 in experience. Then you get as a reward 50,000 credits. As an optional target, you can survive and you get an additional of 25,000. And the second mission for the heavy tank 3 is to destroy 1 enemy tank. The reward for this is as well 50k credits. And if you manage to deal more than 1000 damage, you get 25 extra credits. So basically these missions aren't that hard. There are as well other missions. For example, the first one of the the first one of the medium branch. And this to win and deal damage and be in the top of the top 10 experience. So basically, take a tank, do some damage, a medium tank of course, and die and win. Not that hard. The 10th mission, however, of the medium branch is still not that hard. Shoot 6 rounds that deal damage. GG, not that hard. Shoot 6 rounds, play Panther, and tada! The final mission of the medium branch is to destroy 2 enemy tank destroyers. Come on, seriously, this isn't that hard. These are at the moment the only missions which are known about StuG IV. And yes, I think that, let me see, that on the 4th of December, and one of my videos said it wrong, it's not the 27th of November, it's in the 4th of December, the test server will come out. And then I can give you much more information of how the mission will look like. But we know the missions about the tank, but we don't know the stats, so let's go to the stats. As I already said, it's a Tier 5 premium, which has limited matchmaking, which is kind of great in my opinion. It sees only Tier 5 and Tier 6 tanks. The hit points are 360, the same like the Archer has, so it's basically the mid. It's not much, not less, it's a good amount of hit points. The weight is 25.9 tons and has an engine of 300 horsepower. This gives it a power to weight ratio of 11.58. So yes, basically this tank will not be that fast like the previous tanks which we looked. Or especially the Object 26 which has close to 20 HP per ton. This results in a maximum speed of 38 forward and 10 backward. The terrain resistance, as I said, I still need to look up what is good and what is bad, but I think as lower the number is... Now wait, let us see. Yes. If the numbers are low, the terrain resistance is good. So it accelerates faster on every type of ground. The hull traverse, however, is really good with 44 degrees per second. The fuel range, however, is for a Tier 5 tank lower average. It is bad, in my opinion. 310 meters of fuel range is bad. The radio range, who cares about the radio range? My opinion. But let's go to the armor. This tank has on the front 80 mm, on the side 30 mm, and on the back we don't know yet. But what is really interesting about this tank, as you already saw in the pictures, this tank has Schürzen, how they are called, the side plates. And yes, these Schürzen count as spaced armor. So, yes, cheer everybody! You have probably only 30 mm of side armor, but fuck that shit, you won't get penetrated by HE ammo, because they will explode on the side plates, on the Schürzen. And also heat ammunition will be much less effective because of the Schürzen. So finally, it feels so great to have a German tank with functional Schürzen, not like the Panzerfaust Schmalturm. But let's go to the gun. The gun is the 57mm on the caliber, has 110mm of penetration and 110 damage. So yes, this isn't that bad in my opinion for a tier 5 tank. But let's compare it to the top gun of the StuG V. The StuG V top gun has 150mm penetration. Yes, the StuG III, excuse me. Has 150mm penetration, 135 damage. But you can compare it with the gun which is before, the 7.5cm Pak 39 L48. That's the same stats like the StuG IV. The DPM is 1860, which is fairly high. And I think you even can achieve that with gold ammunition. The gold ammunition isn't that good with 158, but it will work. The reload time is 3.5 seconds, so hey, let's spam these bullets. The round of fire is close to 17 shots per minute. And the accuracy, I love it. It's a German tank and it has a good accuracy of 0.33. The aim time is also really good with 0.5 seconds. And the depression with -6 for a TD is also really good. The gun traverse is only 20 degrees. It isn't that good, but it will work. In summary, and in my opinion, this will be a more armored version of the StuG III, of course. It has Schürzen on the side, which will detonate HE shells and heat shells, which is a really big plus. The gun, however, is a little bit worse than the one of the StuG III, but to compensate that, this tank has limited matchmaking. So, fairly slow, good armored, preferred matchmaking, reward tank, also probably moneymaker. What can go wrong? And as we already saw, the missions are fairly easy, so everyone should get the chance to get this little nice looking German machine. And as always guys, if you liked the video, push up the thumbs up button, make a comment what should I do better or what was worse so I can improve. And of course, see ya on the battlefield.